All right, boys, I'm in the back of a car right now. I'm at a family barbecue in the middle of Ireland. We're just getting creative with this. I can't use the laptop and do the normal PowerPoints, but I'm going to tell you how you can live in Thailand for about $1,500 a month, fairly comfortably. What it cost me to move out there, what my monthly costs are. For me, I don't really live on $1,500 a month anymore, but if you were sensible with your money and you are decent at budgeting, you could definitely live a decent life out there, and I'm going to explain why. So, first things first, you've got a little bit of upfront costs to get out to Koh Samui, depending on where you go from and if you get a return flight. If you get a one-way flight, it's going to cost you around $400 for a one-way flight if you go from the UK to Bangkok and then Bangkok to Koh Samui, where I live. If you want to get a return flight, it's going to obviously cost you double or maybe slightly less than double. So that's your upfront costs. We won't include that in monthly living expenses. Visas, you get a 30-day visa on arrival when you land there. You can organise visas beforehand, but for me, the paperwork needed and the stuff you have to do online was so complicated, I didn't bother doing that. I would recommend you go out there, you get it sorted when you get your 30-day visa on arrival, and you just do that, because once you're in the country, it's a lot easier to find ways to get visas. As long as you speak to people, you get your 30-day visa on arrival, and then you can do a 30-day extension once you're in Thailand. So it's better for me. My gorilla brain just could not handle the internet stuff before I go. Maybe you guys can, but for me, it was fucking hard work. So I was like, let's just go there. We'll figure it out as we go along. For me, it's worked fine. I spent 7 months there. I've come back for a bit. I'm going to go back and spend probably another year there. So it's no problem. The visas, you can figure it out. It's not an issue. Don't worry about it. So $1,500 a month budget. What's that going to buy you? So you can get a 1-bedroom bungalow that's got like a community pool, kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, lounge for $250, $300 a month in Koh Samui. With bills, probably $350 a month. Then you're going to need a mode of transport. So I would recommend a motorbike. If you get a scooter, that's going to cost you an extra $150 a month. If you get a bigger bike, like a 250cc Kawasaki Ninja, one of the first bikes I had there, it's going to cost you about $300 extra a month. Let's say you went for the big bike, you've used up about half your budget on transport and your accommodation. Fair enough. Then you've got $750 left. You're going to need about $40 worth of that for the gym, for a gym membership monthly. And then you need about $20 a day budget for your general living expenses to live the good life. You can eat out 3 times a day quite easily. You could go out for drinks on that. That's about 1,000 baht a day budget. So that is going to give you a decent life in Koh Samui. You can go places, you can go to various different things, eat at different restaurants. You can't eat anywhere too fancy. You'd have to stick to Thai cuisine. But all in all, you could live on about $20 a day. As long as your rent and all your bills are already paid, you've got your transport, that leaves you some money for fuel. Fuel's not that expensive out there like it is in the rest of the world. So all in all, you can live out in Thailand for about $1,500 a month. And that is going to give you a decent lifestyle. If you can make $2,500, $3,000 per month online, I would 100%, and you've got a little bit of money saved up for just any extra expenses you incur, I would 100% recommend moving to Thailand or somewhere like Koh Samui. Koh Samui is one of the most expensive islands. If you move up to somewhere like Chiang Mai, which is in the north of Thailand, you can make that $1,500 a month go a lot further. But just to put it in perspective, Thais are living on about, on average, between 15 and 20,000 baht per month, which is about $400 to $600 a month. And that's what they manage to live on. So you can live a very nice life on about 80,000 Thai baht a month, which is roughly $1,500. So if you're making that, boys, and you're living a not great life in the US, I mean, in the UK, you can't live on that really, unless you live at home with your parents. If you live somewhere like London, that's your whole budget's gone on a 1-bed apartment. Like, you're not going to get anything more than that. So I think for being able to eat out 3 times a day, have a gym membership, have a motorbike, have a house that's actually your own, like you're not sharing with anyone, it's not even an apartment. Like, it's a crazy standard of living for one of the most expensive places in Thailand. You go and take that money to Chiang Mai, somewhere up north, and you're going to get a lot more for it. So if you can make $2,000 a month, I think minimum, then you should definitely have a look if you can work online at moving out to Thailand. If you want to ask any more questions, if you want to get in touch with me or you want to talk to other boys in the clan, we can help you with this stuff. just join the course below. You will obviously figure out how to triple your testosterone, get all my workout plans, increase your confidence, increase your muscle, and you get access to the WhatsApp group. So if you have got questions like this, drop them in there, in that WhatsApp group, and at me, at CEO of Testosterone, in the WhatsApp. I'll reply and I'll give you a hand if you need help getting out to Thailand. But boys, just wanted to drop that in there. Back to the party, back to the barbecue. Let's show you where the barbecue is. So all our family is here at the moment, like 200 of us. So I have a big Irish family. But the problem is, out here, there's just no, like, my Wi-Fi speed is one meg download, 1 meg upload. So I don't even know if I can send this to you right now. That's today's video. I hope that's helped you sort of figure out what sort of costs you're gonna incur if you do move to Thailand, and how cheap it basically is out there compared to the rest of the world. So that's it from today, boys. See you in the next one. Whoop out, whoop out, whoop out.